What is Class Delta or Class D airspace for drone pilots? So Class D airspace is going to be around sort of mid-sized cities. There is a control tower at these airports. You're going to see on the charts that there's no layers of like a wedding cake. It's just sort of a cylinder that extends up into the air up to a certain altitude where that Class Delta airspace is. If you are flying in Class Delta airspace, you will need prior authorization, air traffic authorization. It is important to understand that this is also another type of airspace that extends all the way down to the surface. So you may think you're far enough away from the airport, but you may not be. That's where you want to check the charts to make sure that you're not flying too close to the airport inside that layer that comes down to the surface. So Class D airspace, let's go take a look at SkyVector to identify Class Delta airspace. All right, so we are looking here at a couple different Class Delta airspace that's indicated on SkyVector. So right here is Appleton International Airport in Wisconsin. We've got this blue dotted or dashed line. That's what indicates Class Delta airspace on your charts, okay? So now remember, we've got the solid blue line, which is Class Bravo. We've got the solid magenta line, which is Class Charlie. Now we've got the dotted or the dashed blue line, that is Class Delta, okay? Class Delta airspace, again, it's just one cylinder. There's no layers to the wedding cake or anything. So this right here, we just know there's not going to be like with Class Charlie airspace, we've got what is the bottom and then what is the top, and then there's the line in between there. Class Charlie, when we're looking at, Class Delta, when we're looking at SkyVector, when we're looking at the charts, it just tells us what the top is. It is assumed that you know that it goes all the way down to the surface, okay? So the tops to this airspace is 3,400 feet MSL, all right? And so that's how you can identify what Class Delta airspace looks like on the charts. If we come down here, we've got another one in Oshkosh. Same thing. We've got the dotted line here, and then it goes up to 3,300 feet MSL. Now this airport's just a little bit different because we've got this ring around it right here. And that is because there's something there called a VORTAC that is used by manned aircraft for navigation. So if you do see that, you likely won't get a question like that on your Part 107 exam. But if you do see it, if it does come up, that's what that is there. So that is Class Delta airspace on the VVAR sectional charts. Reminder, it is a blue dashed line on the charts. It is just simply one cylinder, so it extends all the way down to the surface up to what's indicated here on the chart. You do need airspace authorization to fly in Class Delta airspace, and that's your Class Delta airspace lesson.